Thanks, Ricky.
Everyone's still talking about Stu's grocery stores. That's a place to meet. 100 people, more than 100 people have been met and gotten married there.
That's unbelievable.
So we found the closest in Danbury, Connecticut.
Stu's.
Just southwest of Hartford.
Where he's
Right
stewing
here.
love, brewing love.
And Winston, 7 hours, 46 minutes to get there.
Okay.
That's a long drive.
That's a no for you.
It's the world's largest dairy store.
Is there someone there waiting for me?
What's that?
Is there someone there waiting for me?
I don't know, but apparently this is a place to meet people.
The love
my
of my
gosh.
life.
I mean, look at some of these. Look at that. All right.
Okay.
You're just the cutest.
There was a day you would have just gone.
Jumped in a car?
You would have jumped in the car and said, "All right, I'll go."
Now he knows better. He's learned from his
learning.
lessons.
See, you didn't have to do all that stuff.
My wise old age.
So we know that Donald Trump always tries to get the upper hand when it comes to a handshake.
Power play.
One of the few
Takes you by the elbow, firm grip, pulls you in.
One of the few people who have ever gotten the upper hand on him has been our prime minister.
Yeah.
But still, world leaders come in. And so right now, the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, is visiting Washington.
So good.
So here's something Trump wasn't prepared for, because this is what Modi likes to do, is instead of shaking hands, and Modi is known for this as well around the world.
Boom, goes
The
right
bear
in for the
hug.
bro hug. Forget personal space. I'm coming in, I'm bursting your power bubble, and I'm embracing you.
He wins, Modi wins.
Ultimate disarming move. How can you resist a hug? Even then, he's like, oh my gosh, we're close. I'm looking at you and your face is in my face. I was just, hi, oh, okay. That was awesome.
Well, okay, now let's stay with Donald Trump for a little bit right now, because it looks like he is sullying Canadians' view of Americans. We've always loved Americans. We're very close cousins. We're first cousins. And so, but under Trump, a majority of Canadians dislike the U.S. for the first time in more than 3 decades.
Oh, wow. 30 years?
This is a study done by Pew Research. Found that 43% of Canadians hold a favorable view of the U.S., 51% an unfavorable view.
That seems very
Compare that with when Obama was in, it was 65% were favorable. So only 43% now, 65% favorable under Obama.
Okay, so is this saying because of Trump's regime or in general in the way they view the United States and the entire population?
Here is what, and you know Canada leans more left than right. 92% of Canadians think that Trump is arrogant, 78% intolerant, 72% think he's dangerous. Only 16% felt he was qualified to be president.
It's interesting. I was reading a really cool article on the fact that what makes us so Canadian is the fact that we don't celebrate the fact that we're Canadian, even at this milestone, fast approaching 150 years. And we're kind of like just chill about it. Whereas if it was the States, there'd be parades and flags everywhere. And we kind of have that humility to us. And there was a great comparison where we refer to it as the good old American girl or boy. You would never say that about Canada. You can't just, there's no homogenization of the good old, what is the good old, it's absurd to say the good old Canadian girl, the good old Canadian, what is that? What does that person look like?
That doesn't change. I'd like us to be modest. I like us.
And that we embrace cultures, religions, right? I mean, it's not about a cultural melting pot. It's a cultural mosaic. It's a celebration rather than everybody trying to look and sound and feel the same.
And we believe in climate change.
Right?
And interesting little article that just came out this morning about climate change is that they say the good news is we're going to get less hailstorms, less thunderstorms with hail.
Okay.
However, when we get hailstorms, the hailstones are going to be larger. So they're probably going to see more damage from hailstorms, but not nearly as many of them. And I noticed that this weekend in Barrie. It didn't seem like all that severe a storm, but some of the hailstones were quite large.
And they, of course, cause more damage. That's a terrible, there's no good side to that, Kev. I'd rather have more frequent hailstorms with less damage.
There was a good side. I'm just saying that.
Oh my gosh, we just need to take care of the planet. That's all I know.
Study that just came out.
Yeah. Isn't that an interesting concept? Did you ever think of it that way, though, Kev? I love that story, that there is no, you would never say the good old Canadian girl or that good old all-Canadian boy.
Oh, Don Cherry would.
Yeah?
Oh, he always goes, that's a good old Canadian boy.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Yeah, he does.
Prove your point. But really, we celebrate everything and all, and that's what I love. It's not a big deal. We just coexist. That's why we're one of the coolest countries in the world that other people look to.
By the way, the staff doesn't know this yet. Nobody knows this yet. But we have to work Saturday, guys.
Not really.
Yeah, Saturday we are on the air. Breakfast television.
Not really.
Yeah, we
That's
have
an alternative fact.
we have a special breakfast television. Breakfast television in its entire history has never been on a Saturday.
You're right.
This Saturday, 7 a.m., a special edition of Breakfast Television Canada 150.
We filmed it yesterday, and so people were asking, does that mean they can watch online? Unfortunately not, because it's not live streaming, correct?
I don't know.
Winston told us it will not be online.
Are we going to live stream that? Are going to online? Well, it's going to go. I think we're going to put it online, right?
Yeah, it'll be on demand after the fact. But
After the fact. Okay.
Yeah, somehow we'll get it. So 7 o'clock Saturday morning, set your PVRs because you're probably going to want to sleep in.
We're going to keep you company.
We're going to take a break on Breakfast Television. We'll be right back.